Rose Garden. I'm Avalon,
And I'm Ray.
and we're back.
Hmm.
So, in order to make sure that our supporters have time to send in a large number of names to replace Anastasia Steele with, we today are going to be pulling all of the names from our Cards Against Disney deck, which is exactly what it sounds like. It is Cards Against Humanity, but everything is Disney themed, and it is an officially licensed product.
And it is just as raunchy as Cards Against Humanity is.
It was, if I recall, a limited edition.
Yeah.
We got it back in 2019 when we went to Disneyland with Tennelle and Whitney to play in our hotel room.
We got it online.
Yeah.
Like, it was from, like, some kind of,
Like, it was I don't even remember, but I remember thinking this can't be like a real thing. And then I saw that the box has, the Have a Laugh logo on it, which is, or at least was, it's hard to find a lot of information on it with a quick search now, but is an official Disney thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, we're just going to be pulling from the deck. Chapter 3, or as it's called here, Sunday, May 15th, 2011, is not that long of a chapter.
Thank God.
Thankfully. So, here we go. With Moby blasting in my ears, I run down Southwest Salmon Street toward the Willamette River. It's 6:30 in the morning, and I'm trying to clear my head. Last night I dreamed of her. Blue eyes, breathy voice, her sentences ending with "sir" as she knelt before me. Since I've met her, my dreams have been a welcome change from the occasional nightmare. I wonder what Flynn would make of that. The thought is disconcerting, so I ignore it and concentrate on pushing my body to its limits along the bank of the Willamette. As my feet pound the walkway, sunshine breaks through the clouds, and it gives me hope. Well, I don't know what Flynn would make of that, but I know what I make of that, and it's a heavy-handed metaphor.
Yeah.
Then again, I think heavy-handed is the only way he knows how to do things.
Mm-hmm.
2 hours later, there's like a time skip break, little page break, line break here, and why?
I don't know.
There's another one, very short down this, like 2 paragraphs later, there's another line break. Why? You couldn't have edited this together a little bit better?
No.
You didn't have to do that much writing for this book, considering how much of it is just copy-pasted from 50 Shades of Grey, and then with the POV swap slightly, so whatever. 2 hours later, as I jog back to the hotel, I pass a coffee shop. Maybe I should take her for coffee.
Like a date?
Well, no, not a date. I laugh at the ridiculous thought. Just a chat, an interview of sorts. Then I can find out a little more about this enigmatic woman. Of all the adjectives, enigmatic.
No.
There's nothing there to figure out, my guy. And if she's interested, or if I'm on a wild goose chase. I'm alone in the elevator as I stretch out, finishing my stretches in my hotel suite. I'm centered and calm for the first time since I arrived in Portland. Breakfast has been delivered, and I'm famished. It's not a feeling I tolerate, ever.
Jesus. I refuse to be hungry.
We could do some interesting exploration of childhood traumas related to food insecurities.
Yeah. But at the same time, it's all like, I don't tolerate it. It's all like,
then you would
sounds so fucking entitled.
Then you would think that he would eat first and then go work out. Again, his actions do not correlate to his views and personality. Like, what?
Whatever.
Why? Sitting down to breakfast in my sweats, I decide to eat before I shower. But not before you go for the run.
I don't know.
Like, grab a protein bar or something on your way out. Anything. It doesn't have to be a whole meal.
Mm-hmm.
Just a protein bar, and then you have a meal when you get back, Another line break. There's a brisk knock on the door. I open it, and Taylor stands on the threshold.
Oh, Taylor.
Oh, Taylor.
I'm sorry, man.
Why, Taylor?
Why?
Good morning, Mr. Gray. Morning. They ready for me? Yes, sir. They're set up in room 601. Everyone else is gonna sound normal, and then he's just gonna be like Batman voice the whole time.
Yeah.
Except for my one uwu per chapter.
Yeah.
Let's see if I remember the uwu in this chapter. I'll be right down. I close the door and tuck my shirt into my gray pants. Take a shot. Oh, actually, I think gray was mentioned before, wasn't it?
I
Like
don't
the
remember.
gray clouds or something.
I don't remember.
I don't know. I don't care. My hair is wet from my shower, but I don't give a shit.
Okay.
It's weird for me to say this considering how much I swear in my day-to-day life because, Californians are just kind of like that. But
he's so intense about it.
Yeah, like it's weird. It clashes. If he's supposed to be this I guess that's the whole thing is that he's not refined and gentlemanly. It's just, a projection. But there's no need for this. And I find it so irritating in books when characters swear in their internal monologuing unless they're actual teenagers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm way more open to swearing in older YA books.
Yeah.
Because I'm yeah, that's just how they talk.
Yeah.
This is so
sophomoric.
Yeah. It's trying so hard to be edgy,
Yeah.
is what it feels like. One glance at the louche fucker in the mirror and I exit to follow Taylor to the elevator.
God, I'm so hot!
Run away when you... Room 601 is crowded with people, lights, and camera boxes, but I spot her immediately. She's standing to the side. Her hair is loose, a lush, glossy mane that falls beneath her breasts. She's wearing tight jeans and chucks with a short-sleeved navy jacket and a white t-shirt beneath. Are jeans and chucks her signature look? While not...
She's a college student. Yeah, probably.
I'm surprised they're not sweatpants. While not very convenient, they do flatter her shapely legs. Her eyes, disarming as ever, widen as I approach. Using Sebastian the Crab's pincers as nipple clamps, we meet again. What a perfectly apt card. She takes my extended hand, and for a moment I want to squeeze hers and raise it to my lips.
Don't be absurd, Gray.
She turns her delicious pink and waves in the direction of her friend, who is standing too close, waiting for my attention. Mr. Gray, this is Catherine Kavanaugh, she says. With reluctance, I release her and turn to the persistent Miss Kavanaugh. She's tall, striking, and well-groomed like her father, but she has her mother's eyes, and I have her to thank for my introduction to the delightful, statistically validated stereotypes. We said they were bad. The thought makes me feel a little more benevolent toward her. The tenacious Miss Kavanaugh. How do you do? I trust you're feeling better? Losing your voice and winning over a prince with just your legs said you were unwell last week.
I'm fine, thank you, Mr. Gray.
She has a firm, confident handshake, and I doubt she's ever faced a day of hardship in her privileged life.
Jesus fucking Christ!
You know, a lot of people would assume the same about you, right? I wonder why these women are friends. They have nothing in common.
You don't know.
She's not like other girls.
You don't know literally anything about either of them.
Maybe they like reading the same books, or enjoy the same movies, or just have a similar sense of humor. Maybe they're old friends from high school.
No,
you don't
she's
fucking know.
Blonde and Anastasia's brunette. They're clearly totally different.
Ah, yes, the two flavors of women. Blonde and brunette. Oh, sweet lord. Thank you for taking the time to do this, Catherine says. It's a pleasure, I reply, and glance at wearing a skanky snow-white dress to your little sister's costume party, who rewards me with her telltale flush. Is it just me who makes her blush? The thought pleases me. This is Jose I guess this is gonna be my uwu line. This is Jose Rodriguez, our photographer. Dying dramatically says, and her face lights up as she introduces him.
Shit, is this the boyfriend?
Rodriguez blooms under the surgeon who performed Ursula's sex change operation's sweet smile.
Are they fucking?
Mr. Gray, Rodriguez gives me a dark look as we shake hands. It's a warning. He's telling me to back off. He likes her. He likes her a lot.
Just has brown eyes.
Well, game on, kid.
Mr. Rodriguez, where would you like me? 20 feet away. Minimum. My tone is a challenge, and he hears it, but Catherine intervenes and waves me toward the chair. She likes to be in charge. The thought amuses me as I sit.
A woman in charge.
A blonde, no less. Reginald, could you imagine? Another young man who appears to be working with Rodriguez switches on the lights, and momentarily I'm blinded.
Blinded by the light. Hell.
In hell?
As the glare recedes, I search out the lovely Amelia Mignonette Thermopolis Rinaldi. She's standing at the back of the room observing the proceedings. Does she always shy away like this? Maybe that's why she and Kavanaugh are friends. She's content to be in the background and let Catherine take center stage.
A natural submissive.
I'm just, again, pointing out the absolute heteronormativity and amatonormativity of assuming that she's into dating at all, and assuming that she's with Jose, but not Catherine.
My OTP strikes again. my 50 Shades OTP, my crack ship. Catherine and Anastasia rears its ugly head once more.
Like, we know that Catherine deserves better, but so far from just this book, you wouldn't know that. The photographer appears professional enough and absorbed in the job he's been assigned to do. I regard two dwarves with impossibly tangled beards as she watches both of us. Our eyes meet. Hers are honest and innocent, and for a moment I reconsider my plan, but then she bites her lip, and my breath catches in my throat.
Back down, a grown-ass man crying like a bitch at the end of Toy Story 3.
I will stop her. I will her to stop staring, and as if she can hear me, she's the first to look away.
Good girl.
Catherine asks me to stand as Rodriguez continues to take snaps. Then we're done, and this is my chance. Thank you again, Mr. Gray. Catherine surges forward and shakes my hand, followed by the photographer, who regards me with ill-concealed disapproval. His antagonism makes me smile.
Oh man, you have no idea.
I look forward to reading the article, Miss Kavanaugh, I say, giving her a brief polite nod. It's challenging the little bastard kicking your movie seat to a duel I want to talk to. Will you walk with me? ¿Qué pasa? I ask when I reach her by the door. Sure, she says with surprise.
Seize the day, Gray.
I mutter some platitude to those still in the room and usher her out the door, wanting to put some distance between her and Rodriguez. In the corridor, she stands fiddling with her hair, then her fingers as Taylor follows me out. I'll call you, Taylor, I say, and when he's almost out of earshot, I ask, Doc giving the other dwarves overly enthusiastic prostate exams to join me for coffee, my breath held for her response. Her long lashes flicker over her eyes. I have to drive everyone home, she says with dismay. Taylor, I call after him, making her jump. I must make her nervous, and I don't know if this is good or bad. Bad. And she can't stop fidgeting, thinking about all the ways I could make her stop as distracting. Are they based at the university? She nods and I ask Taylor to take her friends home.
So, now can you join me for coffee?
This is just the trying to make Ray laugh show now. Mr. Gray, this really... She stops.
Shit, it's a no. I am going to lose this deal.
What a horrible way to frame this interaction. She looks directly at me, eyes bright. Look, Taylor doesn't have to drive them home. I'll swap vehicles with Kate if you give me a moment. My relief is tangible, and I grin.
I have a date.
Opening the door, I let her back into the room as Taylor conceals his puzzled look.
Can you grab my jacket, Taylor?
You already wooed.
I've decided that whenever he talks to Taylor, ooh. It's what Taylor deserves. Plus, a second secret ooh catches you off guard.
It's true.
It's the secret of comedy. Certainly, sir. He turns on his heel, his lips twitching as he heads up the corridor. I watch him with narrowed eyes as he disappears into the elevator while I lean against the wall and wait for Li Shang's super uncomfortable first time with Mulan. What the hell am I going to say to her?
How would you like to be my submissive? No. Steady, Gray. Let's take this one stage at a time.
Taylor is back within a couple of minutes holding my jacket. Will that be all, sir?
Yes, thank you.
He gives it to me and leaves me standing like an idiot in the corridor. How long is...
What?
Oh, card down.
Drop the card, no.
How long is wearing a sailor shirt but no pants going to be? I check my... Just full Donald Ducking it. Got my dong hole and my wrong hole on full display. A little different for me. I love Kate McKinnon. I check my watch. She must be negotiating the car swap with Catherine, or she's talking to Rodriguez, explaining that she's just going for coffee to placate me and keep me sweet for the article. My thoughts darken. Maybe she's kissing him goodbye.
Fucking Christ.
Damn.
She emerges a moment later, and I'm pleased. She doesn't look like she's just been kissed. Because you definitely look a certain way when you've just, given someone a quick kiss. Like, my God, she didn't make out with him. I think you might be doing kissing wrong, sir. Okay, she says with resolve. Let's do coffee. But her reddening cheeks somewhat undermine her effort to look confident. After you, Zeus's sexual appetite. I conceal my delight as she falls in to step ahead of me. As I catch up with her, my curiosity is piqued about her relationship with Catherine, specifically their compatibility. I ask her how long they've known each other. Since our freshman year, she's a good friend. Her voice is full of warmth. The burning desire that's driving you to sin is clearly devoted. She came all the way to Seattle to interview me when Catherine was ill, and I find myself hoping that Miss Kavanaugh treats her with the same loyalty and respect. At the elevators, because no one else will be. At the elevators, I press the call button, and almost immediately the doors open. A couple in a passionate embrace spring apart, embarrassed to be caught. So just everyone in this world is like this, I guess. Ignoring them, we step into the elevator, but I catch Mufasa's mighty mating call's impish smile. As we travel to the first floor, the atmosphere is thick with unfulfilled desire, and I don't know if it's emanating from the couple behind us or from me.
Jesus Christ.
Please, help.
Jesus Christ, sir.
Calm down. Like, I've been kind of booking it through this, but like, there's only so many times we can say it, right? Cishet man in the audience, tell us this is weird to you two. Please, we invoke thee.
Yes, I want her. Will she want what I have to offer? tons of money and
I wish it would just say it. I'm relieved when the doors open again and I take her hand, which is cool and not clammy as expected. Perhaps I don't affect her as much as I'd like. The thought is disheartening. In our wake, we hear embarrassed giggling from the couple. What is it about elevators? I mutter, and I have to admit there's something wholesome and naive about their giggling that's totally charming. Again, this just sounds weird coming out of him.
Mhm.
Totally charming. Like, oh, okay. Lying about feeling the love tonight just to get laid seems that innocent, just like them. And as we walk onto the street, I question my motives again. She's too young. She's too inexperienced. But damn, I like the feel of her hand in mine.
He's really like over here like, God, this hand holding is just getting me so fucking hot right now.
I hate everything about this.
And
And I enjoy hand holding. Oh my god.
in a more like wholesome book, and I don't say wholesome as in like, you know, oh, no sex involved or whatever. I mean wholesome as in like the protagonist isn't just the most unlikable motherfucker you've ever met.
Yeah, like
Like I'm down for like people going on their first date and getting excited about hand holding. Love it. Can't get enough of it.
fuck this guy.
I hate this guy.
I wish we were following that other couple right now.
Yeah.
In the coffee shop, I direct her to find a table and ask what she wants to drink. Wow, he's letting her make decisions. We won't see this again. She stutters through her order. English breakfast tea, hot water, bag on the side. That's a new one to me. English breakfast?
I remember you like complained about her drink order before too.
English breakfast is like the worst form of black tea.
Yeah, it is.
Just
it's very
Earl Grey is right there.
Irish breakfast is right there.
Literally anything other than English breakfast, my god. No coffee? I'm not keen on coffee. Okay, bag out tea. Sugar? No thanks, she says, staring down at her fingers. Anything to eat? No, thank you. She shakes her head and tosses her hair over her shoulder, highlighting glints of auburn. See, once again, and I am saying this as someone to whom social cues do not come naturally, who has had to put active time and effort into learning how to read them. Everything that she is doing indicates a lack of interest and desire to be here. She is getting through this as quickly and painlessly as possible, and he has some leverage over her because he is the subject of a close friend's article for the paper.
And also he's rich and powerful.
And he's rich and powerful and older than her, and, you know, he can't be unaware of that.
Yeah.
And in fact, I'm pretty sure that the prose is making it explicitly clear that he is very aware of that. Which, again, just... See, this is where... I'm not gonna go into the whole, like, gross shit about claiming that grown-ass women aren't responsible enough to make their own reading choices, especially when it's just a fucking smut fantasy. What I do want to do, though, is highlight that I do not understand the appeal of this fantasy. Because when, like... And again, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just not spicy enough for, like, the dark romance subgenre or whatever, which I'm into some pretty fucked shit, but okay. See, the idea would be this very wealthy man who can solve all of your financial problems with a snap of his fingers, and a college student, something that typically comes with a lot of debt. There's a lot that you can do with that. Like, go full sugar baby with it, you know?
Yeah.
But this book, this franchise, never seems to, like, fully capitalize on that. If anything, it tries to make Christian's immense wealth seem like something that they have to get over as a couple, because Anastasia is constantly like, oh, I hate it when he buys me expensive gifts. Like,
Well, like,
what, who is this? And clearly it was very successful, so it's gotta be for somebody, but I just don't understand.
I'm sure that's like to placate anyone who's all like, oh, but it's trashy to be a sugar baby and all this stuff. And I'm just all like, yeah, but that's still the the fantasy you're going for, having this ultra rich guy going after this broke college student. Like, you can't just be all like, here's everything to do with this like dynamic. Oh, but that's trashy, so we're not gonna. I'm just like, lean in, man. Lean into it.
I think maybe that's my big issue with this. It feels dishonest with itself and its audience about what it is.
It's very much the same thing where we made a lot of jokes about like this basically at points being like a DDLG fantasy of his, but like they never actually push into that kink in it. It's just kind of like in the fringes, and we're just over here like, listen, you're a grown-ass man and a grown-ass woman, you can have whatever kinks you want, but just accept that they're kinks.
Just look at the face of it and say, yep, this is what we're into.
Yeah.
Like, quit trying to play coy.
Yeah.
It feels disrespectful to the community that you are using to market your book.
It feels very much like every DeviantArt message I've got from someone who doesn't even follow me being like, hey, can you draw this very hyper-specific thing? And I'm all like, this is for a kink, isn't it? And they never respond after that. And it's like,
just say yes.
just say yes.
I would respect you more if you just said yes.
Be honest. Be honest.
Just, and also circling back to a quick thing is that it feels so disrespectful to the BDSM community,
Yeah.
which was the entire selling point of this book, is how dirty it is because it's got all this weird kinky stuff in it, and can you believe people actually do this? And like,
and everyone in the BDSM community is just like, we don't do this though. This is just bad kink etiquette.
and like, if someone does this, leave. Like, get a friend. Yeah, it's. I really need to, like, occasionally stop and remember that this is not some niche thing that personally bothers me. This was a massively successful book and film franchise that spawned, like, spin-offs, which is what we're reading. But also, we were at a used book and DVD store the other day, and I saw, what's it called? The Book Club or something. And it's about, like, these, older white women who are all in this book club reading 50 Shades of Grey. Yeah. Like, it was a kind of cultural phenomenon that was just fucking unavoidable for a while.
Yeah, like he was outselling the Bible at points, like.
And I'm like, but why? It's not even good smut.
Literally, I would challenge any, like, middle-aged white woman who was obsessed with this book to go on AO3 for, like, just a day. Just
an hour.
Just go on AO3 for a day. Find a fandom that you're into, or even there's original fiction on there too, and just click that explicit filter and just go to town.
Just go look at the Twilight fanfics.
Yeah.
That's what this is.
Yeah.
There's better.
Yeah.
I guarantee you.
Click explicit and you'll get all the porn you want. And none of whatever the fuck this is.
Like,
it'll probably be better written.
I'm really shy about posting my not safe for work writing just because I'm, like, so self-conscious and worried that it's not very good. I 100% know that I'm writing circles around this.
Yeah.
It might not be good, but it's better than this. The bar is not even in hell. Satan looked at the bar and said it needed to leave.
Oh, you gotta dig deeper. You gotta go deeper. We can't have you in here.
Anyway. I have to wait in line while the two matronly women behind the counter exchange inane pleasantries with all their customers. Oh no, human interaction.
God
It's
forbid.
frustrating and keeping me from my objective.
Jesus.
I need the card. Being so sexually frustrated that you start a religious persecution. Perfect. Could not have pulled a better card. Hey, handsome, what can I get you? The older woman asks with a twinkle in her eye.
It's just a pretty face, sweetheart.
Jesus.
My God! Leave her alone!
She's
like-
an old lady. She's being polite and friendly.
Okay, granted his history with older women,
Yeah.
I could almost understand this response.
But at the same
But
time...
that's not what we're meant to take from this. We're meant to take from this that she is legitimately attracted to him and making like some kind of little come on about it. Instead of, you know, being like, oh, he doesn't know where boundaries are in social situations because when he was young, that was just completely steamrolled over for him by one of his mom's friends. Like, there's an actual tragedy to that aspect of his character that will not be explored. I'll have a coffee with steamed milk, English breakfast tea, tea bag on the side, and a blueberry muffin. Ursula's tentacle porn video might change her mind and eat. You visiting Portland? Yes. The weekend? Yes. The weather sure has picked up today. Yes. So his objective is Anastasia, but when she tries to engage him in conversation, he only gives her short... Oh, it's not Anastasia. Okay, it's the older woman. So he's just being rude.
Yeah, he's being rude.
You visiting Portland? Yes. The weekend? Yes. The weather sure has picked up today. Yes. I hope you get out to enjoy some sunshine.
Please stop talking to me and hurry the fuck up.
Jesus Christ.
Yes. I hiss through my teeth and glance over at King Triton's salty surprise, who quickly looks away.
She's watching me. Is she checking me out?
No, she's noticing that you're being a dick to an
Yeah.
older woman.
Again, you know, the red flags of if I go on a date with somebody and they treat a service worker really shitty, I'll just leave. I mean, obviously I'm not dating anymore, but like if you ever did that, we would have words.
Yeah.
And if I ever did that, we would have words. That would be like a, hey, step outside for a quick minute.
I don't think I would make it outside. I'd start crying right there if you treated a service worker like that.
Like that would definitely be a, hey, step outside. Is something the matter? Like, what's going on? Why are you doing this? Like,
I would just immediately start crying. I just feel like I can't handle this.
well, like I'm even recalling it wasn't a service worker, which may or may not be worse, but before I was medicated, I was having like one of my episodes and just being very short and like snappy. And literally you did just pull me aside and were like, hey, what's like, are you okay? What's going on? Because you're acting in a way that's not okay.
Yeah.
And this is not how you normally are.
Yeah.
And that, you know, kind of helped snap me out of it and actually admit what was wrong. Like, it's normal human interaction stuff. A bubble of hope swells in my chest. Here you go. The woman winks and places the drinks on my tray. Pay at the register, honey, and you have a nice day now. I manage a cordial response. Thank you. It's not a cordial response. Like, a cordial response would be like, oh, you as well. Thanks so much, you know?
Yeah.
At the table, building a motherfucking snowman is staring at her fingers, reflecting on heaven knows what. Probably that shit show.
But you're such an asshole.
Me?
Yeah, but not in the way you want. Penny for your thoughts, I ask. She jumps and turns red as I set out her tea and my coffee. She sits mute and mortified. Why? Does she really not want to be here? Yes. Yeah.
You're being a huge dick, and she's mortified being seen in public with a huge dick.
Like, every single thing about this interaction has shown that she does not want to be here. And yet you are persisting. And maybe that's what I don't understand about the fantasy aspect of this, because again, like I titled the last video, this is just a normal day of existing as an AFAB person.
Yeah.
Or just as anyone who's feminine presenting, really. You don't even have to be AFAB. Just if you look a little bit on the feminine side, you get guys who are just persistently up in your business and do not take no and do not take clear signs of discomfort to back off. Again, anecdotes from my old job before I was a teacher, where I would just, there was like a little park. Like I worked in, you know, just one of those buildings that like rent out spaces to offices. So like we didn't own the whole building or anything.
Yeah.
But there was a park right behind it where I'd go for walks on my breaks and at lunch and stuff. And it's a public park. So there's just, you know, people walking around. And one time this guy, like, I was literally fucking speed walking along the sidewalk. Clearly just trying to get some exercise. I was like playing Pokemon Go or something. And this guy just walked up to me and would not leave me alone. And like, I wasn't making eye contact. I wasn't giving him any direct responses to his questions. Like, I was just like, I'm on my break. Was probably the longest sentence I said to him. And he just wouldn't leave.
Mm-hmm.
To the point that I walked all the way back to the building. Went inside. And only when I got to the elevator and he saw the armed security guard did he stop. That is not comfortable. Like, that is not a thing that I find fun to fantasize about. And again, I am the connoisseur of non-con. Like, I very much enjoy non-con and dub-con in fiction. This doesn't even scratch that itch. This just scratches the entitled man who won't leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah. It's a bit too close to like the depressing reality as opposed to like the kinky, ooh, what are you gonna do to me kind of thing. Like,
yeah, like, this doesn't read to me as, oh, he's so enthralled with her and in the throes of passion that he's not even able to take no for an answer. Sorry, I got a cough.
Yeah.
I drank water wrong.
Yeah. He just comes off as that guy that will leave you the fuck alone when you just want to be left alone.
Yeah, and I hate it. Anyway. Your thoughts? I ask again, and she fidgets with the tea bag. Yeah, just, she doesn't want to talk. This is my favorite tea, she says, and I revise my mental note that it's Twinings English breakfast tea she likes. Again, just the most basic-ass basic tea.
I mean, Twinings is an alright company, but...
Yeah, it's a fine... But it's like a grocery store, like, it's not anything fancy.
Yeah.
Which is fine, it doesn't have to be fancy, but, like... I don't know, if you gave me 2 English breakfast teas and asked me to tell you which one was Twinings, I would throw them both into your face because they're English breakfast.
Exactly.
Anyway, I watch her dunk the tea bag in the pot. It's an elaborate and messy spectacle. How? She fishes it out almost immediately and places the used tea bag on her saucer. My mouth is twitching with my amusement.
Almost immediately, so she likes weak-ass tea.
Well, it is English breakfast.
Yeah, but, like, she doesn't even let it steep. She's just the barest hint of, like...
She tells me she likes her tea weak and black.
So she likes black tea that is weak. I assume.
Yeah, but I'm just...
But...
But...
I'm just over here,
but...
She likes hot water.
But the appeal of black tea is its full-bodied flavor.
Yeah, but she also isn't supposed to have a personality.
Her
favorite drink is hot water.
Why didn't they just make it, like, white tea? Like, white peach or something that has a very subtle flavor.
No, she doesn't. She likes hot fucking water. This is our protagonist, ladies and germs.
Oh, I don't want to finish this sentence.
Say it.
I think I need to add a content warning for racism. Like, really bad. Like,
oh, what?
We already know that his attitude toward Jose is pretty bad, but, like, you could write that off as a holdover with the whole Edward and Jacob thing, which has its own racist undertones, especially given that Stephanie Meyer is part of the Mormon Church. But this is, as she tells me she likes her tea weak and black. For a moment, I think she's describing what she likes in a man.
She's
Ew.
just said tea.
Ew!
Why
Ew.
the fuck?
Ew!
What the fuck?
I don't like this. I went off the ride. Security.
It's too late now.
So, yeah, I'm, no. No. I don't like that. That didn't feel good. That did not feel good.
She's literally says, "This is my favorite tea." And I'm just like, the fact that he immediately brought it back to, it's like, who does she want to fuck? And immediately, that's just the first thing that pops into his head. I'm just like, dude.
Well, and then just the whole, oh, she's like a frail white woman. Does she like black guys? Like, my fucking God, calm down.
Yeah.
That's gross.
Yeah.
This is gross. This is maybe the grossest thing we've read so far.
Yeah. Well, okay, to be fair, though, it could only be grosser by the idea that she doesn't like weak black guys. Because that's like, isn't that the whole stereotype that white women want to be ravished by, like, strong black men?
I don't know.
Like, these weird incel-y types love to harp on. And it's all like, no, they just don't want to fuck you, dude.
It's weird and dehumanizing, and I don't care for this.
Yeah.
Get a grip, Gray.
She's talking about tea. So
Yeah.
even your own, like, fucking outer demon.
Your outer demon.
Enough of this preamble. It's time for some due diligence in this deal. Is he your boyfriend? I don't like how it's consistently referred to as a deal. Again, like, maybe it's just the failure of the Americanisms, but, and I'm sure it's the same in Britain as well, but especially in the current social and political climate of powerful businessmen and young women.
Yeah. Just clutching.
Have you been to the island, Christian? I'm just asking for a friend.
I'm just clutching this white card so desperately. This is my lifeline right now.
Have you been, like, selecting them purposefully, or am I getting...
No, I've been, like, skipping character names and blank cards.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. Anyway. Her brows knit together, forming a small V above her nose.
Who? This is a good response.
The photographer, Jose Rodriguez.
God.
She laughs at me.
At me.
And I don't know if
me.
it's from relief or if she thinks I'm funny. It's annoying. I can't get her measure. Does she like me or not? She tells me
God.
he's just a friend. You say I'm just a friend.
I hate this guy so much.
She cannot do anything without him having just the worst faith interpretation of it. He sounds so exhausting to be around. He's exhausting to read. What has it been, like oh god, it's been more than that. It's been like 6-7 pages, and it's been fucking exhausting, and not because I'm doing the fucking Batman voice.
Oh, sweetheart, he wants to be more than a friend.
Why did you think he was my boyfriend? She asks. The way you smiled at him, and he at you.
You have no idea, do you?
The boy is smitten. He's more like family, she says. Okay, so the lust is one-sided, and for a moment I wonder if she realizes how lovely she is. She eyes the blueberry muffin as I peel back the paper, and for a moment I imagine her on her knees beside me as I feed her a morsel at a time. The thought is diverting and arousing.
Oh, he's a feeder.
Which would actually fall in line with the trauma.
Yeah, but once again, this is never going to be acknowledged as a kink. It's just
because we're only going to do the most surface level.
We're just gonna like know
badly.
his kink is beating women. That's his only actual kink.
He likes to tie him up and hit him.
Yeah, and I'm just over here like, but can't he be a feeder? Can't he be a feeder? Can't he be a little boy to her mommydom? I feel like that would fix him.
That, and also the complete and utter failure to acknowledge that couples who engage with kink can engage with more than one kink. It's not an all or nothing. Like, it doesn't have to be you're always the mommy and he's always the little boy, or he's always the feeder, and
Yeah.
But you can.
But at the same time, I think if he had a mommydom, it would fix him.
And that kind of happens in the second book, almost.
Almost, and then it doesn't.
And then it doesn't, because the heteronormativity of the woman needing to be in the submissive role, even though kink and BDSM are all about exploring what's beyond cis heteronormativity.
Yeah.
And that's part of the reason why it's considered so taboo in mainstream culture, is because it clashes with mainstream culture and ideas of cis heteronormativity and amatonormativity.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate this. She shakes her head. No thanks. Her voice is hesitant, and she stares once more at her hands. Why is she so jittery? Maybe because of me? I cannot take one more because of me in this fucking chapter.
Shut the fuck up, Gray. Shut the fuck up.
And the boy I met yesterday at the store, he's not your boyfriend? No, Paul's just a friend. I told you yesterday. She frowns again, as if she's confused, and crosses her arms in defense. She doesn't like being asked about these boys. I remember how uncomfortable she seemed when the kid at the store put his arm around her, staking his claim.
Jesus Christ.
Why do you ask? She adds. You seem nervous around men. No fucking shit, she's been around you. Her eyes widen. They really are beautiful, the color of the ocean at Cabo, the bluest of blue seas. I should take her there.
What? Where did that come from?
I find you intimidating, she says, and looks down, fidgeting once more with her fingers. On the one hand, she's so submissive, but on the other, she's challenging. You should find me intimidating. What about this is challenging, then? If that's the aura you're trying to present, and that's how she feels, mission successful. You've scared her. Good job, asshole. Yeah, she should. There aren't many people brave enough to tell me that I intimidate them. She's honest, and I tell her so. But when she averts her eyes, I don't know what she's thinking. It's frustrating. Does she like me, or is she tolerating this meeting to keep Kavanaugh's interview on track? Which is it? Context clues. Okay? I'm pretty sure my students could figure this one out. And they're just learning what context clues are. You're a mystery, Walt Disney's uncircumcised penis. There's nothing mysterious about me. And she's right. She has been very forward. And he even just said, oh, she's so honest. She's like, yeah, you intimidate me, dude. Oh, you seem uncomfortable around men. Yeah, I'm intimidated.
Because you're a fucking asshole.
Like,
motherfucker.
mystery fucking solved. Good job, Hercule Poirot. You did it. Like, oh, you seem on edge. I am on edge. Why is she like this? God, it's like water off a duck's back. Just thoughts and observations that they don't stick. Smooth brain.
Smooth brain.
No ridges or lumps or valleys or bumps. Just
smooth brain.
Thoughts just sliding right off. I think you're very self-contained, like any good submissive. What? What does being self-contained have to do with being a good submissive? What does any of this have to do with being a good submissive?
I think it's him kind of saying it's all like, oh, I don't have to worry about you bitching about your problems to me. Which has nothing to do with being a submissive, by the way. It's just has to do with him being emotionally unavailable as a partner.
Yeah, well, and again, I don't believe that this franchise ever acknowledges subspace as, like, a thing.
No, that's because she never
She never is
she never hits that point, because she never fucking enjoys any of the kinks that they do.
But, yeah, like...
This whole book is just him constantly being like, we gotta do this kink now, and she's like, oh, okay, I guess, but
you have to tolerate it.
You have to, like, take me on a date to pay me back for it.
You know, like a sugar baby.
Yeah, like a sugar baby. A sugar baby that gets hit sometimes. It's like...
Okay. I hate it.
Anyway.
And again, just for those who are not aware, while there are certainly submissives who are just naturally very quiet and demure and submissive in their day-to-day lives, you don't have to be any of those things to be quote-unquote a submissive.
It's not a fucking submissive personality.
Because
this case.
The whole dom-sub thing, these are roles. These are almost like characters that you step into to fulfill a fantasy. You don't have to just act like this all the time. Like, not to be TMI, but how I act in intimate situations is not how I act in day-to-day life. It's not the same thing.
Yeah.
There's a difference and context.
There's context.
Except when you blush, of course, which is often. So she's not self-contained is what you're saying. I just wish I knew what you were blushing about. There. That will goad her into a response. Popping a small piece of the blueberry muffin into my mouth, I await her reply. Oh, right, the sexy muffin eating. Which is like getting all wet because he's eating this muffin. And she's thinking about him eating her muffin. Had to do it. Too easy.
Too easy.
Do you always make such personal observations?
That's not that personal, is it?
For a total stranger, yes it is.
Yeah, you've known her for all of, what, 2 days?
A collective 20 minutes? Like, I hadn't realized I was. Have I offended you? No. Good.
But you're very high-handed.
I'm used to getting my own way. Tom Hanks repeatedly saying the word moist in all things. I don't doubt it, she mutters, and then wants to know why I haven't asked her to call me by my first name.
What?
I'm sorry, I feel like that didn't come out. The wound voice can be hard to... It's hard to switch between his voice and wound.
Yeah.
What?
What? What?
And I remember her leaving my office in the elevator, and how my name sounded coming out of her smart mouth. There's nothing smart about this woman. Has she seen through me? Is she deliberately antagonizing me? I tell her that no one calls me Christian except my family.
I don't even know if it's my real name. Don't go there, Gray.
I change the subject. I want to know about her. Are you an only child? Her eyelashes flutter several times before she answers that she is. Tell me about your parents.
Tell me about your parents.
She rolls her eyes, and I have to fight the compulsion to scold her. My mom lives in Georgia with her new husband, Bob. My stepdad lives in Montesano. Of course, I know all this from Welch's background check, but it's important to hear it from her, so that she doesn't know I'm a stalker. Her lips soften with a fond smile when she mentions her stepdad. Oh, God, don't be intimidated by the stepdad. Your father? I ask. My father died when I was a baby. For a moment, I'm catapulted into my nightmares, looking at a prostrate body on a grimy floor. I'm sorry, I mutter. I don't remember him, she says, dragging me back to the now. Her expression is clear and bright, and I know that Raymond Steele has been a good father to this girl. Her mother's relationship with her, on the other hand, that remains to be seen. And your mother remarried? Her laugh is bitter. You could say that. But she doesn't elaborate. She's one of the few women I've met who can sit in silence, which is great, but not what I want at the moment.
That seems like a very misogynistic observation. But okay.
Wow.
Women do just be talking all the time.
Damn, don't you just hate it when the person you're interested in talks to you?
Apparently, seeing as how, like, the moment someone talks to him, all he can say is yes if he doesn't want to fuck them.
You're not giving much away, are you? Neither are you, she parries. Oh. Oh, sorry, that was Wound's voice.
Oh. Tinkerbell's tiny titties. Game on.
And it's with great pleasure and a smirk that I remind her that she's interviewed me already. I can recollect some quite probing questions.
Yes, you asked me if I was gay.
To be fair,
We're really going back.
She didn't even write those questions.
Also, I don't think she remembers any of the answers. My statement has the desired effect, and she's embarrassed. She starts babbling about herself, and a few details hit home. Her mother is an incurable romantic. I suppose someone on her fourth marriage is embracing hope over experience. Is she like her mother? I can't bring myself to ask her. If she says she is, then I have no hope, and I don't want this interview to end. I'm enjoying myself too much. Are you? Where? Bitch, where? I ask about her stepfather, and she confirms my hunch. It's obvious she loves him. Her face is luminous when she talks about him. His job, he's a carpenter. His hobbies, he likes European soccer and fishing. European soccer?
It's just football. It's just football.
I've never, ever seen it described as European soccer because they don't call it soccer in Europe.
Yeah. They call it soccer in America and football everywhere else.
Because you hit the ball with your foot.
Either just say soccer or football. Just say one of them. But since this is an American, a book set in America, just say soccer. Gray is an American. Anastasia is an American. They would just call it soccer. Americanisms.
And again, if we're talking specifically about soccer that is played in Europe, he would call it European football.
Yeah.
No one calls it European soccer.
Moreover, like, just do, like, a 5-second Google search and then put a team name in or something if he follows a specific team. Just pick a random team.
Yeah. Just say FIFA, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, just say FIFA. And moreover, why does it have to be specifically European soccer? Because we have a nation that is very passionate about football just the south of us.
A lot of them.
Yeah.
A whole fucking continent, in fact.
But literally, our southern neighbor is very, very big into soccer. So it's all like, why would it specifically be European soccer? And then I'm all like, oh, because E.L. James is a little bit racist. Anyway.
She preferred to live with him when her mom married the third time.
Interesting.
She straightens her shoulders. Tell me about your parents, she demands, in an attempt to divert the conversation from her family. Or she's just reciprocating. I don't like talking about mine, so I give her the bare details. What a hypocrite. My dad's a lawyer. My mom is a pediatrician. They live in Seattle. What do your siblings do? She wants to go there. I give her the short answer that Elliot works in construction and Mia is at a cooking school in Paris. She listens, rapt. I hear Paris is lovely, she says with a dreamy expression. Once again, Bella and, what's the, Alice?
Oh, yeah.
Bella and Alice. It's beautiful. Have you been? I've never left mainland USA. The cadence in her voice falls, tinged with regret. I could take her there. Would you like to go?
First Cabo, now Paris. Get a grip, Gray.
To Paris? Of course.
But it's England that I'd really like to visit.
Her face brightens with excitement. Nala's bedroom eyes wants to travel. But why England? I ask her.
Because the author is British and thinks that England is the greatest country on the planet.
It's the home of Shakespeare, Austen, the Bronte sisters, Thomas Hardy. I'd like to see the places that inspired those people to write such wonderful books. It's obvious this is her first love.
Books.
She said as much in Clayton's yesterday. That means I'm competing with Darcy, Rochester, and Angel Clare, impossible romantic heroes. Here's the proof I need. She's an incurable romantic like her mother, and this isn't going to work. To add insult to injury, she looks at her watch. She's done.
I'm just over here like Darcy, an impossible romantic hero, and I'm just so like, that is a whole ass autistic man who fumbles his way through every social interaction in that book.
Literally the worst proposal in fiction. Like
the worst one.
Well, I don't know. The one in this is pretty bad.
True. But maybe you do have a shot simply because
the worst proposal in classic literature.
Yeah. His proposal is so bad.
Girl, you know that when the ladies read that, they were like, draw the carriage. We gotta go. Like, I gotta go talk to my bestie.
I gotta go talk to Marie about this. I need to ask if she's read the latest chapter, because oh my lord.
Nay, I shan't spoil it. I shall wait here until you have finished. And then just like kicking your feet, waiting for her to be like, my lord.
I know.
He dost not say this. He dost. I don't think that's how they spoke in Victorian. Even slightly, but
it's okay.
I am absolutely going to be adding on to our Cinderella boy roleplay, just Chase making so much fun of just talking old timey around Knox. And Knox just being like, what the fuck are you doing?
Just like no one spoke like that.
Thou dost protestest too much.
You're an idiot.
Chase watches Oliver and just starts talking with a Cockney accent around Knox for a week. Knox is like, I'm going to kill you.
He pulls out a tiny gun.
I've blown this deal.
I'd better go. I have to study, she says. I offer to walk her back to her friend's car, which means I'll have to walk back to the hotel to make my case.
But should I?
Thank you for the tea, Mr. Gray, she says. You're welcome. Being sexually attracted to a cartoon character, it's my pleasure. As I say the words, I realize that the last 20 minutes have been enjoyable. To whom? Not me. Not her. Could have fooled me about you. Not the old lady. Maybe to that couple in the elevator. That's the only people I think are enjoying themselves at all in this book. Giving her my most dazzling smile, guaranteed to disarm doubt, I offer her my hand. Come, I say. She takes my hand, and as we walk back to the Heathman, I can't shake how agreeable her hand feels in mine.
Maybe this could work.
Do you always wear jeans? I ask. Mostly.
Yeah, she's a college student. What the fuck do you think? It's either jeans or sweatpants.
Also, she's just a human being. I think most people just kind of wear jeans.
Yeah.
Like, if I go outside and I'm walking around the grocery store, most of the people I see are in jeans.
Yeah.
It's pretty standard.
Well, at least in America, certainly. Like, jeans aren't as universal in other countries, but most certainly, like, everyone's got a pair of jeans.
Yeah.
And in America, you have multiple pairs. It's most of your wardrobe.
No. Mostly, she says, and it's two strikes against her. Incurable romantic who only wears jeans. I like my women in skirts. I like them accessible. We don't have Mr. Beast in here. We don't have our screaming apparatus, but oh my god.
He's such a fucking misogynist.
What a pig. Do you have a girlfriend? She asks out of the blue, and it's the third strike. I'm out of this fledgling deal. She wants romance, and I can't offer her that. No. Violently murdering Princess Anna after she trashes your ride like a dumb bitch. I don't do the girlfriend thing. Stricken with a frown, she turns abruptly and stumbles into the road. Shit! Blazing that shit up with Daisy Duck! I shout, tugging her toward me to stop her from falling in the path of an idiot cyclist who's flying the wrong way up the street. All of a sudden, she's in my arms, clutching my biceps, staring up at me. Her eyes are startled, and for the first time I notice a darker ring of blue circling her irises. They're beautiful, more beautiful this close. Her pupils dilate, and I know I could fall into her gaze and never return. She takes a deep breath. So yeah, this book was almost over. And then this fucking cyclist. This fucking Tyler's van or whatever the shit. I don't remember.
It's Tyler's van.
Fucking Tyler's van in here. Are you okay? My voice sounds alien and distant, and I realize she's touching me and I don't care. My fingers caress her cheek. Her skin is soft and smooth, and as I brush my thumb against her lower lip, my breath catches in my throat. Her body is pressed against mine, and the feel of her breasts and her heat through my shirt is arousing. She has a fresh, wholesome fragrance that reminds me of my grandfather's apple orchard. Closing my eyes, I inhale, committing her scent to memory. When I open them, she's still staring at me, entreating me, begging me, her eyes on my mouth. Shit. She wants me to kiss her. And I want to, just once. Her lips are parted, ready, waiting. Her mouth felt welcoming beneath my thumb.
No, 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 don't do this, Gray. She's not the girl for you.
She wants hearts and flowers, and you don't do that shit. Why isn't that italicized? I close my eyes to blot her out and fight the temptation, and when I open them again, my decision is made. Face planting into elephant shit, I whisper. You should steer clear of me. I'm not the man for you. The little V forms between her brows, and I think she stopped breathing. Breathe. A big-ass fucking mousetrap strategically placed outside Mickey's clubhouse. Breathe. I have to let her go before I do something stupid, but I'm surprised at my reluctance. I want to hold her for a moment longer. I'm going to stand you up and let you go. I step back, and she releases her hold on me, yet weirdly I don't feel any relief. I slide my hands to her shoulders to ensure she can stand. Her expression clouds with humiliation. She's mortified by my rebuff.
Oh, I didn't mean to hurt you.
I've got this, she says, disappointment ringing in her clipped tone. She's formal and distant, but she doesn't move out of my hold. Thank you, she adds. For what? For saving me? She literally just trips over fucking nothing, though. And I want to tell her that I'm saving her from me, that it's a noble gesture, but that's not what she wants to hear. That idiot was riding the wrong way. I'm glad I was here. I shudder to think what could have happened to you. She would have gotten bumped into by a bike. Like, yeah, I get he was probably moving pretty fast, and it probably hurt. She might break some bone, but, like, she wouldn't fucking die. It's not a car.
Yeah.
Now it's me that's babbling, and I still can't let her go. I offer to sit with her in the hotel, knowing it's a ploy to prolong my time with her, and only then do I release her. She shakes her head, her back ramrod stiff, and wraps her arms around herself in a protective gesture. A moment later, she bolts across the street, and I have to hurry to keep up with her. When we reach the hotel, she turns and faces me once more, composed. Thanks for the tea and doing the photo shoot. She regards me dispassionately, and regret flares in my gut. Piglet's pink pussy, I can't think what to say except that I'm sorry. What, Christian? She snaps. Oh. She's mad at me, pouring all the contempt she can into each syllable of my name. It's novel, and she's leaving, and I don't want her to go. Good luck with your exams. Her eyes flash with hurt and indignation. Thanks, she mutters, disdain in her tone. Goodbye, Mr. Gray. She turns away and strides up the street toward the underground garage. I watch her go, hoping that she'll give me a second look, but she doesn't. She disappears into the building, leaving in her wake a trace of regret, the memory of her beautiful blue eyes, and the scent of an apple orchard in the fall. And then the book's over, because we don't need any more of that. We just don't. That's it.
That's it.
And then they never saw each other again.
The end. Wouldn't that be something?
Just, what an asshole. And not even, like, a fun way. Like, the main character from, The False Print, Sage. Sage is fun as an asshole character. Or Kaz Brecker from Six of Crows. You know, they're not upstanding, morally righteous people, but they're fun. You have a good time. Closer to this mark, Light Yagami. Again, not a morally righteous character by any means, and most definitely an asshole who's got more than a little bit of a misogynist streak.
And a god complex.
But at least he's interesting.
Yeah, at least he's, like, fun to be in the head of, just because he's...
Like, you watch him and you're like, now how is this gonna go fuck up? You're like, God, he's so smart, but so dumb.
He's smart, but in that way that, like, you could tell if he had a Reddit account, he would be just the worst motherfucker on the platform.
Anyway, we've made it through another chapter. Remember that supporters get to put silly name suggestions in the Discord, so if you want to be a part of that and have some of your suggested names read out during these, because hopefully for the next one we will have enough that we don't have to go back to the Cards Against Disney. We'll keep them handy just in case. Mm-hmm. I know we have a lot of King of the Hill names lined up in honor of the reboot. Probably gonna put a lot of Cinderella Boy ones in there, and just... It's pretty easy. It's pretty fun. It's pretty silly. And generally we have a good time in the Rose Garden Discord server. So support is as little as $1 or $2 a month. It really does help just show that people are interested in what we're doing. And I really like interacting with people in the Discord server. You get pictures of our cat. So something to consider if you like what we do and want to support us. And all the links are in the description. So thank you for listening and keep growing until next time.
Bye-bye.